All right, the information I'm about to share with you is definitely got to be top secret, but I'm getting serious revelation. This is crazy. Absolutely nuts. The year 2025 is a perfect square year. Most of you guys know that because it's the product of a number multiplied by itself. 45 times 45 is 2025. So it's a square year because there's a number that multiplies to itself and equals this year. So it's a square year. A phenomenon that hasn't happened for decades. Now, the last time it occurred in 1936, which is 44 times 44. So the last square year was 1936. President Franklin D. Roosevelt was in office and America was slogging through the Great Depression. Okay, now there's all kinds of connections here, but what I wanted to show you is in the movie Contact. Okay, you guys know all about the number 45 and 2025 all up in the Bible, and I showed you guys how it all has to do with the rapture and the square year, which is 2025. Well, remember the last square year was 1936.
I freeze.
Reverse values.
Try zooming out again. Rotate 90 degrees counterclock.
My God. Okay. What's going on? You're not gonna believe this.
Does anybody speak German?
I declare the games in Berlin at the celebration of the first Olympics of the new era is opened. Get me the White House.
That was the very first message or contact that they made with outer space, quote unquote outer space. In the movie Contact, that's the very first one, and it happened to be a speech that Hitler made at the Olympics. Adolf Hitler spoke at and formally opened the Summer Olympic Games in guess what year? 1936. The last square year. Are we getting the connection here? That their first contact with quote unquote outer space was from a broadcast in the last square year, 1936. And it was from Hitler, who persecuted the Jews, or so-called Jews, lots of people. Well, we're in the next square year, 2025. The 1936 games were extensively used as a propaganda tool by the Nazi regime to showcase a new Germany, kind of like a new America, right? Briefly masking their anti-Semitic and militaristic policies. Hitler and high-ranking Nazis like Joseph Goebbels also attended and participated in ceremonies at the fourth Winter Olympic Games. Four is number for door. In a word I can't pronounce, Germany in February 1936. So remember, winter, Adar 14, the end of winter, the beginning of spring, Purim, Rapture. Well, Hitler attended the games and presented some medals to German athletes in the initial days. He did not publicly speak again after the opening proclamation. It reminds me of the Hunger Games beginning, right? You ever seen the Hunger Games? Like, last square year, 1936, next square year, 2025, a total repeat. And look at when the Hunger Games came out, March 23rd. It looks exactly like March 2nd and 3rd, right? Purim this year. The world will be watching, it says. Trump equals 88. The world ends at 88. In Donnie Darko, you got to go 88 miles an hour in Back to the Future, and you're going to see some serious stuff, right? What did Hitler use? He used the 88, which was HH. There's even some people online claiming that Hitler is Trump's dad. Who knows? I don't know. But it's on, man. Times Square, or Time is Square. We are in a square year. Has to do with time. Trump was on Time magazine. Back to the Future, time travel. New York, where Times Square is, equals 666. And what was the movie Contact about? Well, they got this information on how to build a machine, right, from another galaxy or whatever. There's no outer space. There's a firmament up there, the dome. But they got this information to build a machine that takes a person to another dimension. And she saw her father that passed away, almost like it takes you to heaven, right?